Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. On January 6th, Nasdaq announced that 2020 was the first year it led all exchanges in total volume traded for equity options across all categories, including proprietary single exchange listed options products. Joining me to discuss is Greg Ferrari, Vice President and Head of Nasdaq Options. Greg, it's great to have you back on Trade Talks. Congratulations on a fantastic year. Give us a high-level review of the stats.
Yeah, thanks, Jill. Thanks to everyone here. 2020 was a challenging year for most, but when it came to accessing the markets, obviously they were very resilient. Uptime 100% for us and our competitors, but we provided a consistent product, a consistent experience for retail investors, for market makers, for institutional investors, and what you saw was really a culmination of just volume begetting volume, and throughout the year, participants came back in ways that we've never seen before, quite frankly. So you see the millennial investor really taking to the options market, participating in ways that we haven't seen before, utilizing the research and the content and the tools provided from the marketplace, which is so robust. It's fantastic, and what we're seeing is investors really craving what we see as Nasdaq 100 stocks really driving the interest of market participants. A couple examples we see with Moderna, was essentially the largest year-over-year growth in options volume in the Nasdaq 100. Was up over 6,400% in terms of average daily volume. So clearly, on one end of the spectrum, you're looking at sort of the vaccine and how investors react to that. And the second largest name in the Nasdaq 100 in terms of volume year-over-year difference was Trip.com, right? So different type of impacted by travel, impacted by the vaccine and by the virus in a different way. And clearly there was a lot of momentum and interest in Tesla, in Apple, in Netflix and Google and Facebook and what have not. But you just see the dynamic and the shift of behavior of investors within the Nasdaq 100 components, and what you see is the culmination effect of essentially December volumes, what were up year-over-year 92% in this industry. Industry volumes were up 57% in this industry, and so this force is going towards single stocks, and this new investment, the new investors, I should say, really focused on directing their performance towards options, and really on the Nasdaq 100 components is what we saw was really exciting in 2020.
Greg, do you expect the momentum in options trading to continue in 2021?
We do. If you look at the work from home environment, us at Nasdaq, we will be working from home for at least the first 6 months of the year. We think of this as part of the contributing factors to why the options volume grew. We obviously saw a variety of success in the market, and so when you contribute success and some of the stay-at-home factors, we see that continuing, and that's just already starting this year. What we see is the first 2 days of the year. Obviously, we had the Georgia runoff last night into today, but you saw 2 days of volume north of 30 million options a day, which historically that would be incredible. We had 9 of 10 record days last year above 40 million, but we've really seen a lot of success to start the year off in options.
That's quite encouraging. And Greg, to wrap up here, has investor education played a part in this, particularly when you think about the retail participation?
We absolutely believe that, and so the traditional retail investor education really starts from a covered call perspective in terms of owning stocks and essentially writing calls against that as really the entry point. As investors get more comfortable, they look at a couple different strategies, but obviously the lower notional entry point is attractive, and the education of how to use these products in a suitable manner contributes to its success. So we give great kudos to the OIC, to the myriad of market participants that have great research platforms and educational content to support the growth of retail investors.
All right, Greg, great to have you on with us as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.